let me actually take that. You know, you have to learn. You have to, you know, you don't know it all sometimes. You have to just learn from these guys. You see someone actually waving at the camera. Yeah, let me see any players that we can recognize. I think I just saw Skytorch. Skytorch is someone I actually want to meet as well in person. Someone that, you know, does support a lot. He's from Norway. So big shout out to him. Gonna probably see him. I think he does a bit of commentary himself as well. See who else? I see G. We got a couple actually old Europeans I haven't actually seen when I was looking through the brackets. We got someone like Woga, someone that I remember from Tekken 6 as a bot player from the Netherlands. So it's someone that I'm actually looking forward to see these. You know, so we got a great mix of some of these older players and a lot of these new school players as well.
You love to see it. There's again rich history in Europe for Tekken, and a lot of these guys are still playing. And I love to see these names that I've seen for years, sometimes even decades now.
Yeah, and talking about it's great to actually see the Tekken scene so healthy. There's so much content. There's one thing I'll probably want to say to players. Maybe if you're more so casual, you're looking to get into Tekken and you're thinking, you know what, let me maybe wait until Tekken 8. No, Tekken 8 is the best time to pick it up now. I'm telling you, there's so much content out there that's available. You got so many of these guys now that are producing these videos on YouTube, you know, and producing these tutorials. You know, you got oh, that's the Kwamba drone, isn't it? We got shout outs to King J, you got Mihawk, and even some of the favorites actually, these lesser known content creators. One that I personally watch is someone called The Thought of Himself, who actually puts out these tech videos, and it's actually really interesting tech. Like, it goes really deep into characters.
Oh, character-specific stuff, huh?
Really, so there's actually one really tricky thing that I actually learned from him is in certain Oki situations with King, if he does like a side step and it's a one break, he does like a one throw and it comes out as a one. But because the way you wake up, it's actually a side throw, so you have to break it by 2, but you see the arm as 1.
That's dirt.
It is
That's
really,
dirt.
Yeah, and it's like, this is what I'm saying. Tekken's been kept so fresh that even now, how many years have I been playing this game so long? I can't even remember how many years, but it's still like I'm learning new things up to today. I'm just like, wow.
Setups on setups.
Yeah, so shout out to all these guys that are actually making this content, and that's what I'm saying. Tekken, I feel you can get into it any time. There's so much resources available. I remember the old times when I actually literally go to the arcade with stuff written down just to try some stuff out. Someone said this, okay, All right, cool. Let me sit up on this.
I gotta test it. I gotta pay to test it. Oh my gosh! Putting in my coins.
Sit down.
Put in my quid.
Get the arcade dummy out there and just, you know,
the good old days.
Yes, the good old days. Okay, no problem.
Cool. We are, of course, prepping for the opening matches here for the LCQ, so you guys are at the right place. There are going to be some matches that are going to be coming in hot and ready. So until then, we are going to be here to talk to you guys about, again, this amazing celebration of Tekken this entire weekend. That is the Tekken World Tour Global Finals. Man, I can't believe we're back.
Yeah, I definitely can't believe like I said, it feels like, it's weird. It feels like it's a quick journey, but it's been a whole season. But it feels like it's gone so quick. I mean, we've seen so many like amazing results. We spoke earlier on about Joker, how he rose. We had that, John Ding had that big win as well. That was a really emotional one.
Oh, Red Major. Yeah. I was there for that event. Man, that was wild.
Yeah, you know, it was an emotional win for him because he had agreements in his family, and it just felt like, you know, it was just his to win. It was going to be his to win.
Yeah, it's been great storylines throughout the entire weekend. Yeah, throughout the entire season, I should say, not just weekend. But man, again, even though we're talking about all the fun stuff, I want to see the salt. I want to see people cry.
I mean, we saw that at our regional finals.
Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. I mean. Yeah, again, these guys, especially with the format was slightly different this year.
Yeah.
Where, of course, there was the points leaderboard, and then there was a regional qualifier for a lot of the regions, a lot of which were online, some of them were offline. And that kind of had to change strategy for a lot of these players going into it. Because, you know, you have to think about it like, yeah, I'm not going to qualify on points, but I have to figure out a way to be able to be prepared for this group of players on this given day. Like, do you hold back? Do you, like, save stuff for finals? Or do you save stuff for global finals? What do you do?
Yeah, and there's also a thing of added pressure. Like you said, like, so, I hate to say it, but take for instance Super Akuma. When you had that points, and it probably puts on that added pressure where you feel like, oh gosh, like everyone's eyes on me. I'm supposed to win. So maybe, and then you got someone like Kwis, who speaking to him before, his attitude before was like, I'm just gonna go in and just see what happens. Like, whatever happens, happens. Someone that's he's actually going into this layback up versus someone that, you know, feels the pressure, feels like I have to perform. I've got all these points. I've done this all season. You know, and like you said, Tekken, you said this before. It's a mental thing. Then it becomes a thing where you got these people in your pool, but you also got an additional person, which is yourself in this pool. You have to defeat yourself, kind of your mentality there.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of K-Wiz, you know, I know he's qualified for tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has some amazing consistency year over year because he won the West Europe regional. We just had online regionals.
Yeah.
The prior year, was it 2001 or 2021? He won that. He won the one in 2022 as well. So he's been representing for sure, and he's doing it with a character that is probably underrepresented on the global stage.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely, probably now one of the highlight harangues that you want to go out there and look. He also, like I said, he streams a lot, so you get he's also very good at giving you a lot of content and giving you a lot of insight into his gameplay and how he plays. But it's definitely one that I'm excited to see, even though I hate to admit it sometimes. He's a nice guy, but, you know, he's like a little brother, you know.
You got to be rough and tough, right?
Yeah, a little annoying one, little brother. But I'm happy for him, but at the same time, I'm like, man, I don't want to hear that no more. He be talking about it. You know, he'd be like, you know, Bubsy, you know, I'm the two-time.
Oh, he's one of those?
He's one of those.
All right, I was just saying a lot of nice things, giving him his props. Good luck. You're going to need it.
Yes, definitely K-Wiz. We'll shout out saying we're going to see him tomorrow. Actually, yep, as a champion. Like you said, he won the champion, taking out actually Joker in the final, which is...
Oh, speaking of which, I can't wait until after the LCQ's over and done with, then we go to the draw stage where we figure out who's playing who. That is what I'm really excited for. We find out who's playing who. That's later today, actually.
Yes.
That is later today.
Yes, that is definitely coming up after the LCQ. We're going to, like you said, to have that draw. And, you know, with the lineup of players that have actually qualified, oh, my gosh. You thought the LCQ brackets were stacked? Wait till you see these pools.
Yeah, it's a little bit different format this year. You guys will see it a little bit later on today. But I remember 2019 was crazy because we had a pool of death. There was that pool with Knee, Shadow, and Arslan Ash. That one was crazy.
Yes.
That one was crazy. But we'll see what's going on later on. That's for later. Let's focus on the LCQ for now.
Definitely focus on the LCQ for now. Let's take a look at some of the players.
Yeah. Let's dive in and see what we got. Again, the LCQ is just getting underway. We're waiting for the matches and the players, of course, to settle in. You know, a little bit of column A, column B. We got to make sure that everyone's in play. You guys see there, not everybody is sitting down playing yet. There are some matches going underway, but however, the featured matches are not yet underway. So we will be getting there very shortly. And these are all going to be happening simultaneously. We need to find a winner.
Yes, definitely we need to.
I got my parking that is due in like 2 hours. I got to leave. I'm out.
You know, talking about some of the players that are here. Sephi Black. We got let's go to your home of America. We got Kaiser here. Kaiser's definitely someone that I feel is, you know, going to be one of the dark horses in this bracket because he has what I like to say. He's strong. He's a unique style, but he's also a tournament player.
That's
he's
key.
A tournament player.
I was going to save it for later, but you brought up Kaiser now. LCQ is not last chance qualifier. It's lucky Chloe qualified. That's what it means. But we're going to save that for later. Hopefully that I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Some people don't like seeing backswing blows and her dancing and stuff like that.
I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that. You know, and in his pool, well, maybe I think if...
Okay, matches on deck, guys.
Really, really, really soon. You know, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for waiting. Thank you for being patient. I know you guys are ready to dive on into these games just like we are. You know, we're just getting it set up, you know, making sure everything's, you know, A-okay, everything's gravy, as we say, kind of in UK. I don't know if you like say that. It's funny because we was talking about things that, difference in our dialect. We was talking about popsicles and ice lollies. It's just a weird thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Difference.
The crisps and chips.
I still didn't take some of those, actually. I need to probably stock up on some. It's going to be a long weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day. But yeah, man, I just looked again on the directory of everybody that's restreaming and watching, man. Thank you guys for spreading love. We're about to get into the matches. Again, shout out to everybody. I know the official Japanese stream is going on as well. Genya and Hameko and Gomari-chan are on the mic, so shout outs to those guys, of course, for our Japanese viewers that are tuning in. there's a lot of ways to watch and consume throughout the entire weekend, whether you're watching through Twitch or YouTube. But thanks, guys, for kicking it with us. We are about to get underway with you. Oh my gosh! Look
there we go.
We have at least 2 people sitting down for a match, right?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. There's so many new people. I don't really recognize the faces, but when you see the names, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so. You know, there's been like such a boom, especially shout outs to those like the ICFCs. I feel like I've really like boosted some of these new players to actually come through and come on up.
Yeah, I think especially in Europe, because you know, Europe there were events, but a weekly online event really wasn't something that was happening until the ICFC stuff started rolling around. And people in Europe showed up for ICFC.
Yes.
200, 300 people at a time sometimes. There were a lot of people that would play in those events, and I thought that was wild. I was like, whoa, where'd all these players come from? Yeah, they've always been there.
Yes. The appetite for Tekken in Europe is definitely very, very, very hungry. It was actually quite impressive and actually quite proud to see. And it brought out so many like newer players like the HK Juniors, the Starbreakers, like these guys.
Starbreaker Brian is mad.
I think he should be here in one of the brackets. I think if I read through the brackets correctly, he's actually here. And if you haven't seen this Brian before, you're definitely in for a treat.
And again, you know, as you kind of mentioned, like all the players from Europe started showing up, started coming out to the events. That trickled over to global events as well. I remember at Combo Breaker, there was that epic 10v10 between US of A and Europe, and that was quite the spectacle, if I do say so myself.
If people know me, they know I'm an early bedtime kind of guy, but that was probably one of the times I actually stayed up till 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I remember when I was watching Gosane versus Anakin, and it was just that one whiff, and
it was so close.
And I nearly jumped out my seat at like 5 a.m. It was an amazing. So shout out to everyone that was involved in that, you know, and it really felt like the Tekken scene was booming. It's something that we haven't seen in such a long time, that kind of like rivalry, you know. Hopefully we can do it again, because you know we need the run back. Of course, we definitely need the run back. So 2023.
Yeah, I mean, US of A already won, so I guess it's on you guys to maybe call us out again. I don't know. Ball's in your court.
Yeah, no, I'll speak to Spike. He's always the one that kind of instigates.
He's the ringleader. He is the instigator for sure. That's a better word than ringleader. He's the instigator for sure.
You know, I'll nudge him in the right direction. You know, play the puppet master. Just be like, Spike, instigate this. Come on, we need to do this. But yeah, hopefully this coming year it's something that we can make happen again. It was an amazing spectacle to watch, you know. And I think, like you said, so many people. It's never been seen before. I feel like so many Europeans have actually gone across to travel. I'm actually kind of salty that I missed that one. I'm sorry that wasn't there. But this year, definitely we do it again. I am definitely going to be here. Okay.
First match is coming in, guys.
I think, yeah, definitely. I think we are finally here.
Let's see who it is. Actually, we'll find out. We'll be able to check out what the scores are pretty live as well. Again, we have access to some of the scores that are happening. And, of course, the challenge. You guys can see it, the wonderful Tekken World Tour LCQ 2022. We're seeing Mishka and Elroy going at it right now.
Yeah, definitely two names.
I don't think the score is right, because it's first to 2. Yeah, it's definitely first to 2. So hang in there.
But Elroy, like you're saying about these new school players, even someone that I'm not familiar with, even though he's from the UK, I am from the UK myself.
Too many new players nowadays, which is great. It's amazing, right?
Talking about new, but both using Zafina. That's another character that we're going to be seeing probably a lot more of, you know, Zafina with that great movement.
Hey, man, I wasn't going to talk smack in the morning, but if this is what you guys do in Europe, you're going to start the day with Zafina versus Zafina, I'm out of here. You know what? I was here for some good tech. You guys going to bring this to me?
Sorry, that was a big win.
That's how you know it's serious.
Yeah, these guys are here to win. They're not here to play. Play about.
All right. Power Crush started off. Mishka with the round advantage early on, but in rage now. Got to be very careful. Let's see.
Big head. Come on. What are you doing?
Okay. Too early. But
yeah, this is definitely too early for this. That was an unusual drop.
That was a setup. For sure.
I mean, he could have just finished the combo, but who am I? Oh, could have got a big punish.
Oh, that is definitely launch punishable.
You would think, you know, being a Zafina main that you would know this. But like I said, it's early in the first match. This is nerves. Okay, back one.
Back one just ran the follow-up here. Looking to close it out, maybe get a round on the scoreboard. Elroy, what do you got? Goes for the low, gets standing punish.
Oh, big counter. Here we go.
Yeah, counter 1+2. Man, that move is so great with the added insurance of the follow-up as well. Get blocked. Okay, unorthodox punish, but I like it. Here we go. Elroy on the scoreboard, 2 rounds to 1.
No, this is, like you said, the first match of the day, probably a little bit nervous. Maybe these guys haven't actually been on this kind of stage. It's something that you just need to experience.
Ah, good point. Nerves are everything.
Yes.
If you're used to playing at home in your underwear, this could be a big difference.
Very, very.
Because you shouldn't be wearing your underwear here. It's cold.
Yeah, especially in Europe, man.
All right, anyways, going right back into it. Goes for the switch punch, the follow-up here. No duck, the follow-up. Let's see what happens. Again, very dangerous place to be here. Back to the wall.
Okay.
Oh, you got to launch those.
Got a little punish, but yeah, definitely like you said, needs to launch it. Okay, big. And this should be the round. He's going to go for an unblockable head. No! Anyway,
oh my God!
A big punish.
All right. That was interesting. Again, it's like choke combo, snake edge. That is the mix. But it's working, you know, Mishka up at least 1-0 right now from what we've seen. But man, all right, that's our first match of the LCQ. That's the kind of weekend we're going to have here. I like it.
Ooh, where are we moving to next? Oh, we're moving to
us. To us. All right. I was like, so ready for the next match, but we are going to get more matches up on the stream, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You guys are watching the LCQ. I'm with Bubsy. My name is Mark, man. And this is just the tip of the iceberg for this entire weekend. Because not only are we going to have the entire LCQ played out today, we're going to go to the draw phase where we find out who's going to be playing in group stages. We're going to do some of the group stages as well.
We are.
In preparation for, of course, all of tomorrow's madness where we finally get to our top 8 of the finals. But right now, back into the matchup. Mishka up 1-0 versus Elroy.
Let's see if Elroy can bring this back. What I'd like to see him do is probably punish a bit more of these whiffs. Like he's making Mishka whiff. You know, Zafina has such great movement. He needs to capitalize on these opportunities that he's getting.
Hey Bubsy, I need you to do something. I need you to do a favor.
What's up?
So, for Rip, for Steve, not for me, for Rip and for Steve, the other American guys that are going to be here, I need you to expose them culturally and call them out on their flag knowledge.
Oh dear.
Because I know they don't know. They probably know the Union Jack. They know the UK, right?
I will do it, but I know people get really upset. Twitch chat. I'm kind of scared of the Twitch chat sometimes.
Oh, okay. Say no more. We're here for the competition.
Nice, he's going to get a combo. Nice pick up there. Mishka taking the first round. But he was looking a bit better there. He actually had a consistent combo.
Good block. I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot of low blocks here, but not punishes. No punishes. There's a big counter hit, though.
There we go. Yeah, gets the combo.
Okay. Uh-oh. No punish on the hop kick.
One thing he needs to really capitalize on these things. Gets the right mini combo. And the snake edge there. The success rate is quite high on those. Going to go downstairs. Yep. Going downstairs.
Into the back through the follow-up here. Tries to chase down again. Another block, but no punch. Yo, he's done the snake edge so many times without a clean punish.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the theory fire right there. If you're not going to push, I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah, you know. Oh, and another big, this is one thing that Elroy needs to do is actually